Piece chapter 1155 is out, so let's go over it. This chapter is crazy, guys. You know how we ended up in the last chapter with the Rock's Xebec face reveal and the fact that he's Blackbeard's father. And it's crazy. We start up exactly where we left off in the last chapter, and the title of the chapter is The Rock Spires. So you know what it's gonna focus on. So let's go over it. The Rocks has some crazy fit in this chapter. We got Mihawk upscale, Shanks upscale, Agenda Piece is about to go crazy in the next break week. My goodness. So yeah, anyways, the chapter starts off where we see where the Rock Spires are confronting Loki about if they're in Elbaf or not. Xebec asks Loki who he is, and Loki says he's Loki, and Xebec also finds out that Loki is actually Herald's son. We know that Xebec has been looking for Herald for some reason, and that's why the Rock Spires are in Elbaf right now, because they're looking for Herald. So Loki says that Herald is his father, and Herald is not on Elbaf right now. But Xebec tells Loki that to go to the Sun Realm and tell the giants to call his father to come back to Elbaf because Xebec wants to talk with King Herald. Xebec says that. Then Loki gets mad because Loki doesn't want to listen to viewing humans. Like Loki didn't see humans before. This scene is very funny. Like it's it's crazy, bro. Like Loki was saying that I don't take commands from puny humans. Like bro has no idea who he's messing with. Like Loki, Loki is about to get packed up, bro. Then Loki charges to attack Rocks, and Rocks uses swords. Rock uses his swords just like the way we saw during the Odin flashback between Roger and Whitebeard fight. The same pose as Roger with his sword, and we can also see black lightning coming out of it, which is showing that he was actually using advanced Conqueror's Haki to attack Loki. So yeah, we also see that Rox's sword attacks were famous for blasting everything in sight, like a gigantic hammer or cannonball. So it's like his sword attacks were it was giving a shockwave, effect like that. His sword attacks were just like that. I don't know, maybe it's because of Haki or something, but we need more information on this. Way it's kind of vague on this. But it's another Mihawk upscale, so because this guy Rocks, people were saying that he was not using a sword during the last chapter when he cut up the tip of the mountain, and now we see that he actually is wielding a sword. So yeah, Mihawk fans are winning here. So yeah, we see Loki trying to attack Xebec, but Xebec whips out his sword and attacks and blasts Loki's leg off, and Loki gets injured. So Loki Xebec used this as an excuse to call Herald back, because Loki said that his father won't even come if he is hurt. But we later find out that King Herald actually came back to Elbaf just because Loki was injured. But now, this is where the craziest part of the chapter starts. We then go into another flashback inside the flashback, and this madman had crossed King Herald's path once, during the reverie 8 years ago, in the holy land of Marishua. Bro, you won't believe what happened. We see that the people in the Holy Land are shouting, saying 5 kings have been captured and attacked. It's an abduction. They were taken by a large man dressed in black. And then we see in the flower room Imu and Gunko having a chat with each other. And it's actually revealed that Gunko is the servant who has been serving Imu. And we see that Imu is again playing with her butterflies, But here, another person is also here with them inside this room of flower, and it is Roxy Xebec. It's crazy, bro. This scene is one of the coldest scene in One Piece, bro. This man Roxy Xebec attacked the Holy Land all by himself, killed an admiral, and went all the way to the throne room in Pandria Castle and pulled up on Lord Imu. And we see that Xebec is actually threatening Imu, but this scene is crazy, bro. It just boggles my mind, bro. How did Xebec made it to Imu's chamber of room, Imu's flower room in the Holy Land? This is the most craziest feat in the verse, bro. It should be. He pulled up. This scene is so cold, bro. It's just aura off, bro. Emu is not even like phased by his back. Like Xebec is trying to threat Emu in this scene, like telling that I've kidnapped 5 kings, so you have to listen to me right now. But Emu says that the lives of those kings are no threat to Emu. Bro, like the way both are like nonchalantly just chatting with each other, like they're literally the strongest people in the verse, and they're just chatting. And it's written that in a historical anomaly never repeated before or since, someone infiltrated the Chamber of Flowers at the very core of the Holy Land. So yeah, we see Gunko in a nun's outfit, and we also see it has to be Gunko because it she has a eye, different eye on both. She has a different eye. She has a dark shade on the right eye and a light on the heteromorphy on the left eye. So, and she also has a mask. Just I don't know why she's wearing that mask. Like, does she have a deformed mouth like category or something like that? I'm curious, bro. So yeah, it's also confirmed that Gunko is a serpent who is like who we have seen before in the when we first saw Emu in the during the reverie. I think it was in chapter 907 or something. When we first saw Emu, we also saw a serpent. So and we were speculating who that was actually. So yeah, it's confirmed. It's actually Gunko, and I don't know, bro. Like, how old is Gunko actually? Like, Gunko seems to be very close to Emu. Like, Gunko and Emu might be more close than we thought. Like, this something is really going on with Gunko and Emo. So, and and we also see that the man Xebec like told Emu that he's a worshipper of Davy Jones, and like, Xebec is a big fan of Davy Jones. I don't know why, bro. Like, who is Davy Jones? Like, Davy Jones. We need more information, bro. The Oda is cooking, bro. Like, so much is going on here, bro. Like, the man described himself as a worshipper of Davy Jones. He did not do anything more than this, as he knew he could not. But before he departed, he left a warning. I will be back right here. Bro, like, this is insane, bro. Like, even someone like Roxy Xebec knew that he could not beat Emu right then and there. So yeah, like, this is crazy, bro. But we also see a, a different shade of Emu's silhouette, and it looks like she has a hair just like Gunko. Like, she might also be wearing a Nan outfit, you know. We can see the similarities between the Gunko and Emu's shading of the character. And Emu also seems to be wearing a Nan outfit, but it is silhouetted. And I wonder if Emu is actually a woman, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure Emu is like Emu is actually a devil, and the devil is like currently possessing Queen Lily's body. Like, that's my actual theory right now. This looks like that. And bro, like, Xebec literally threatened Emu and said, I will be back right here. Like, he pulled up on Emu and started to threatening Emu just like that. And he also knew that he could not beat Emu, bro. Like, first Roger and now Xebec as well. Like, the two strongest Pirate King level characters knew they could not beat Emu like by themselves. Like, this is insane. Like, massive Emu upscale here. And Emu final villain stocks are up as well. And we can also say like Blackbeard final stocks villains are also up, because we know that Xebec never made it back to the flower room again. So maybe Blackbeard will carry the will of his father and come to the flower room, you know. Just because we also know that without even knowing, like, Blackbeard has been taking revenge for his father. Like, Blackbeard was one of the main reasons why Ace got captured by the world government, and we later know that Ace got killed by them. And Blackbeard also captured Garp, who was also one of the main forces during the God Valley when Xebec was defeated. So, and maybe many people also speculated from the last chapter, after seeing Xebec's two finger signs, just like Trafalgar Law, maybe Xebec also had the Ope Ope no Mi, you know. But we also know how Blackbeard defeated Law, so this could be a parallel between them as well, you know. Maybe Xebec couldn't defeat Emu, but Blackbeard will be the one to take out Emu, and maybe Blackbeard will steal Emu's power and become the final villain. Maybe many people are speculating that. So yeah, I can see that happening now as well. So this is crazy, like how Oda is building up the two main antagonists of the story just right here, like Blackbeard and Emu. Like, both can be the final villain, and people will be happy with that. Like, it's crazy. Like, the duality of the final villains are insane. Like, and bro, like, and Xebec's crazy stuff doesn't end there, bro. This man attacked the Holy Land all by himself, and then I don't know how he walked out alive of that room of Emu's room. But then we see him running, and we see him escaping, and the people around the Holy Land, the celestial dragons are also shouting. We can also see someone else is running, a giant figure, and it's King Harold. And King Harold is like trying to escape from the Holy Land around the same time as Xebec, and we also see Xebec is running towards King Harold after he was done killing an admiral. And then the guards were actually chasing King Harold because they thought he was the one who kidnapped the kings, but it was actually Xebec who kidnapped 5 kings by himself in the Holy Land. And we see King Harold is angry that King Harold realizes that uh, Xebec was the one who kidnapped the 5 kings, so he tries to fight Xebec, and Xebec is like shocked, like, what is a giant doing in the Holy Land? Is this guy lost or something? It's crazy. And then we see a clash between Roxy, Xebec, and King Harold. Bro, this is insane, and they are not touching their attacks are not touching each other, which are emphasizing they're both using Conqueror's Haki and maybe using advanced version of the Conqueror's Haki. Bro, like, King Harold went from a King Harold casually went to the Pirate King level just like that in one chapter after clashing with Xebec. It's crazy, bro. People were underestimating King Harold, bro. Now you see, bro. King Harold was not to be messed with, bro. This man, there is a reason why Loki is very strong, and we know why. King Harold was easily Yonka level, bro. He clashed equally with Roxy Xebec in the Holy Land. And I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure they split the sky, but Oda, I don't know why he didn't show it, bro. Their clash was so strong that they cleared out everything in the around 5 kilometer radius in the Holy Land from the clash of their attack. It's crazy. Then we see that Xebec and the Rocks introduce themselves, and Xebec tells Harold that we see that Xebec and Harold introduce each other, and we see Xebec and Harold introducing themselves to each other, and they try to escape the Holy Land together. And we'll see how King Harold's jumping off the freaking red line like it's nothing, bro. Like, even Xebec is shocked, like, whoa, man, like, what is this guy doing? And then slowly see what Xebec did after the incident at the river and how he increased in notoriety. We see that the admiral he had attacked in the Holy Land actually died, and bro, like, the Oda literally like destroyed the admiral legendary just like that, bro. Like, people were saying the admirals are Yonko level, bro. Like, and Xebec just literally casually hyped an admiral like it was nothing. And we also find out that Xebec also attacked a ship laden with attacked a celestial dragon ship that was headed to Marijoa, and he also destroyed the Justice Gates 1. It's crazy, bro. You remember the Justice Gates we saw during the Ennis lobby? Bro, Xebec literally destroyed one of those huge gates of justice, powered by himself, and he attacked and stole money from a celestial dragon ship. It's crazy what this man was doing, bro. Like, his deeds like slowly stunned the rest of the world, and he grew in notoriety. And he also played in Davy. Oh, bro, this is crazy, bro. We also find out how Xebec Xebec like started his pirate crew and like gathered his crew, you know, like, and the reason he gathered them by playing the Davy back fights. It's insane, bro. Like, people who skip Long Run Island are gonna be tossing their heads in the wall right now, because those arcs are coming into importance right now. Like, everything in One Piece is important, all the small details. Like, Oda puts out everything for a reason, and you have to pay attention to every small detail, bro. I love One Piece because of this, but this is crazy. Like, Davy backfights are coming into play right here, right now. We see that Rox was playing the Davy backfights to gather his own crew, and we see that in the pirating world there had long existed a famous and merciless game played between the crews. The Davy backfight consists of various competitions in which pirates gambled the fate of crewmates and flags. So yeah, bro. Now we finally know how Rox gathered such a strong crew of Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido, and it was just by playing the Davy backfights and winning those games. And that's how he assembled such a solid lineup for himself, you know. Then we again like cut away to the present time of the flashback, where we see the Rox pirates arriving at Elbaf with Stussy, Shiki, Whitebeard, and Rox, and we see that we are now cutting flash forwarding to the scene after Xebec attacked Loki in the underworld, and we see in the Sun Realm in Yaro's castle, we see King Harold is back because he heard that Loki was injured. So yeah, and it's great to see that someone is actually caring for Loki here, and like Loki is surprised that actually King Harold came back for him. So it's great to see like someone, Loki's father, actually cared about him. And bro, I just know this flashback is gonna hit, bro. Like when we find out that Loki was why Loki had to kill King Harold, because I think that King Harold was turned into a King Harold was Tommy reversed by Emu, and after that Loki had to kill King Harold to save Elbaf. I think it's gonna be something like that, bro. So yeah, like watching these scenes, like this is gonna hit, bro, soon. Anyways, we see the Rock Spirits like having a meal at King Harold's castle, and we see Rocks like insisting King Harold to join his crew because if they join the crew, they can take down the world government easily. And bro, like Xebec literally saw Emu, and instead of challenging Emu to 1v1, Xebec decided to gather a crew of all the top tiers in the verse so that he can challenge Emu again, and in order to defeat Emu, bro. It's just massive Emu upskill in my point of view. Like it's crazy, bro. And like Xebec looks insane, bro. His aura is off the charts, bro. Blackbeard's father, bro. And he doesn't have a big belly like Blackbeard, bro, but he's insane, bro. His outfit looks like Viking-ish, very. It's insane. I love the coat, bro. He's overcooked with Xebec's design. All I'm gonna say. We see the other Rock Spirits having a meal, bro, and like we see the Xebec continue to invite King Harold to join his crew, but Harold keeps on refusing the offer because Harold says that he is a pirate, and if Harold aligns himself with Xebec, he will lose the trust of all the allies that he has gathered who want to help Elbaf. So he doesn't want to join Xebec because of that. Then we see the King Harold asking the Rock Spirits why they joined, why they are like following someone like Roxy Xebec, and they say that they're not actually following Xebec. Like they don't even care if Xebec dies. Like they're just in for a big score, like they're like a rack team of, they have no chemistry. You can see like why the Rock Spirits, like they failed at God Valley, because no matter how strong you are, the chemistry and cohesion, they didn't have that. Like they were just in it for their own agendas. They have their own agenda. We also like are introduced to the other members of the Rock Spirits. We see the gangster of the West Blue, Don Marlon, science robber, we know Buckingham Stussy, and we see mobster Shiki, the future Golden Lion, and gangster of the West Blue, Don Marlon. He looks like Capone Gang Beji. Like Don Marlon might be Beji's father, And we see Whitebeard, bro. Whitebeard is just eating, bro. Like it's insane, brother. Pirate Edward Newgate, future Whitebeard, bro. The strongest man in the world, bro. Like it's insane. It's great to see Whitebeard on the screen again. We also see Wang Ji. We also get the face reveal of Wang Ji, pirate guru. Wang Ji, future commodore of Pirate Island. And bro looks very similar to Caribou. Like I wonder if Caribou's father is Wang Ji, and it would be a great parallel because we know that Caribou is right now going to join up with Blackbeard, and here we also see that maybe Caribou's father Wang Ji was, and see that Xebec is also Xebec. We know that Xebec is Blackbeard's father, and Wang Ji being Caribou's father will make a great parallel, and we will know the difference between we also know that Wang Ji was a member of the Rock Spirits, so it will make a great parallel between them. We also see pirate smuggler Gan Zui. So yeah, it's great to see the other Rock Spirits, and so much is happening, bro. It's insane, bro. But we see that Xebec continues to like invite King Harold, but King Harold like refuses his invitation. Like it's crazy, bro. Like Xebec held King Harold in such high value. Like King Harold was just that guy, bro. Like people like better stop underestimating King Harold. Bro was so strong that Xebec knew that if King Harold and Xebec like joined hands, they could take down the world government just like that. Then Xebec tells King Harold his plan to become how he plans to become the king of the world for defeating the world government and the navy. But Harold doesn't like agree with his plan because he will make an enemy of the whole world. Then in the meantime, we also see that Loki was hearing this conversation between Xebec and King Harold, and like Loki, like we see that finally found a purpose in his life, like to take down the world and to become the king of the world. You know, this is how Loki like started to idolize Roxy Xebec. We find out. So it's great to see the parallel between Shanks and Luffy and Xebec and Rox. We see how why like Loki actually gave up on life, but listening to Rox's declaration of taking over the world, like Loki started to have dream again, have a purpose in life. And then we see that 4 years later, after Harold ignored repeated invitations, Rox finally carried out his plan. The formidable lineup that joined him caused the world to quake with terror. Let's get going, boys. Yeah, so when we saw the Rox, Pirates, and Elba, they were actually not a crew at that time. They were just hanging out with each other. But after they left Elba, they became after 4 years after leaving Elba, they formed Rox, like started his pirate officially started his pirate crew at the pirate island of Hachinosu, the Rox Pirates. It's crazy, bro. Like it's insane, bro. Like so much is happening in One Piece, bro. Like I don't know, man. Like so that's the end of the chapter, bro. Like maybe we might actually be getting the God Valley flashback in the upcoming chapters of One Piece. It's crazy, bro. Like I'm super hyped, bro. Like we finally got the Rox reveal, bro. And nah, bro. Like it's too much, bro. Like we're truly in the end game of One Piece, bro. Oda is not holding back. I wonder what's gonna happen next, bro. Like, what do you guys think about the Rox and Emu interaction, bro? That scene was the most peak of the best part of this chapter, bro. Like Rox actually met Emu in the Holy Land, bro. Deep into the enemy territory, and bro looked Emu right in the eye and said he will be back someday to get that throne, bro. Like he literally threatened Emu just like that. Bro, it's crazy, bro. Roxy Xebec was him, bro. He's him, bro. Like straight up. There is no like argument anymore. People thought he was gonna be a buggy like character or something. But bro shattered all those agendas in one chapter. Oh man. Anyways, guys, there is a break next week, so I will see you guys soon in the next video. Thank you guys for watching the video. I love One Piece. Peace out.